Hey YouTube, what's going on? Matt Kennedy here. Happy June 22nd. Happy Tuesday. And I would say, honestly, as a side note here for an introduction, once June is over, July is a huge month, not only for us, school people, because July is like the last huge month of our summer vacation. August, at least for me, it's back to school mode. For me, I'm off May, June, July. That's the college schedule. Most high school people have off June, July, and then a little bit of August. But July is a big month, not only for finding out a lot of Madden info, because July is pretty much nothing but info. Ratings, overalls, franchise, and mutt. Um, Hopefully we get, the 20% off for EA Access. If not, the 10% off is still good, I guess. Even though I don't know why they stopped it all of a sudden just this year. And then also we're going to know more about other things in the game like home field advantage. That is next gen exclusive, but still it's a huge new feature. And then also, I wanted to say Mutt will not be revealed until early August. So that is a sad thing because we're not going to know anything until early August for the like Mutt Master, Level Master, launch solos, all that other stuff. We're not able to know until early August. So we'll probably play like August 12th because of EA Access for Mutt. But we won't know until probably August 5th or beyond, which is pretty sad. But at the same point, it's a month and a half. I mean, it's not that far away, honestly. I'm not going to worry about it. Enjoy your summer and then let Madden come to you. Let the NFL season come to you. The only good news about going back to school in my eyes is the new Madden comes out and then also the NFL season is here. So at least preseason, because I go back to school like mid-August. I mean, that's preseason football already. I'm not going to be here forever, guys. Probably 5-10 minutes. Just showing you guys some screenshots. You guys already saw this. Most of you saw it. There's no point in playing the video for you. Other YouTubers might do it and, go through the video little by little. I get it if they break down small things, but you can easily know what they're talking about. It's a 5-minute video right in front of you. Go watch it on Twitter if you want to know every little thing about it. But this is a scouting like mock draft thing. It's funny how now they have a mock draft, which kind of like predicts based on positions who everyone's going to pick in the draft. Notice how it has that green arrow on number 4, Victor Robinson. So throughout the whole year, the mock draft will change. So that's very cool as well. The whole point of this video is not breaking down every little small thing because you have to realize this was a deep dive video. That's it. That's it. We're going to get a article, okay? It's called Gridiron Notes. We're going to get the Gridiron Notes on Friday, and that will give us writing. It will write down all the improvements on paper, okay, through an article. That's going to be better because they might list every little feature that's new, and we can break it down that way. Especially the coaching staff, that's a little bit behind here. Like, you guys are finally able to see it for the first time here. If I can pull it up, geez. Here's scouting. Like, the whole point is, like, you're able to see a new game. Yeah, the gameplay might not be totally different, but, I mean, what do you really expect? I mean, like, the gameplay is always going to be broken. Always. I will say though, if man coverage is still like EA has to tune that a little bit because the man coverage can't be that sticky. In real life, if you call man coverage, you literally like more than enough, you're gonna need safety help. And what does that mean? That means that it's really hard to guard one on one. But I'm seeing one on one just dominate, and it's just There's no way that there's no one open. And like, yeah, there are ways around it. Send the guy in motion. Corner routes are pretty OP. Route tech, but route tech doesn't work all the time. So like gameplay will always be broken, and gameplay does matter the most. But I will say, of the three things that can be new, number one is servers/crossplay. That's not going to happen, sadly, unless they somehow announce our servers did get better, which I highly doubt. We know there's no crossplay, so that's out right now. Sadly, no crossplay, no better engines, no, well, by engines I mean servers. Sorry. Number two is they go out there and they dramatically change the gameplay. They dramatically just change a lot of like just gameplay like caveat bullshit. That I haven't really seen. I mean, I own the beta, so I can say and speak for myself. The gameplay does feel about the same. But there are some new animations, of course, because it's all animated anyway, because the game is full. What an animation by the receiver. And then, so I didn't really see any changes in those two. But number three is like changes on paper. And these are changes that are not in playing the game, but outside of it. So like MUT. Like you can see changes as in like, okay, like there's going to be changes for like a new game mode, or franchise, they're just changing franchise dramatically with new things. That's what this is right here. So the whole point of my story with this video is pretty much saying, like, yeah, the game is not fixed. Yeah, the game is not going to be, oh my God, like this is the most revolutionary Madden of all time. For franchise, it is. For franchise, it is no doubt in the last 10 years. Because in the last 10 years, Madden 12 to Madden 22, I feel like it's only got worse every year, for franchise at least. And then, because back then, franchise was great. Madden 05, Madden 10, whatever, coaches were back. Well, now they're bringing back scouting. They're bringing back scouting in a deep sense on your screen here. Regional scouting, national scouting, and like it's just, in my opinion, you're seeing that change in franchise. It's literally common sense. Franchise may not be what everybody thought it was, but god dang, well, might as well just swear, god damn, it really is great. Maybe it's not everything that you wanted to the cup of the tea, like 100 out of 100, but it better at least be a 95 out of 100, because as long as there's dramatic change, I see that. I see dramatic change in franchise. And franchise is a very popular mode, guys. I mean, when you go to the hub, okay, let me show you the hub really quick. This is the main menu of franchise. That is nothing but change. So this is what I was talking about when I made my franchise video like 5 days ago, but I couldn't explain things. Like on like Friday, this is what I'm talking about. Like you see the far left home, you have news, league, and options. Notice how everything looks way more cleaner. You can see the team overalls now on the screen. But see how it says top stats? I don't know if that green area is next gen stats or not. There are some things on here that are next gen only, but overall, the whole thing will look the same overall. Far right, you have new and improved goals. The standings are right there. You can go to the far left, scouting, managed staff. A lot more to do in franchise. And then look at how clean this news tab is. The tweets in the right. The top stories are pretty cool. Now, the top stories, in the middle of the screen, if you highlight it, then you can see writing of the stories. So right now, it's all headlines. But if you click on a headline, it'll give you a synopsis, like I explained in my YouTube video 4 days ago. And then we go over here. Look at this new league schedule. We're seeing all 16 matchups. when there's no buys. When there are buys, there could be like 14, 15 matchups. You see the records, the scores. I mean, like the top performers in the far right. That's so cool. Like you can scroll down. Like, I mean, like it's just way cooler. Like, there's no other way to say it. Like, again, I'm gonna say it one more time. Like, is this like, oh my gosh, wow? I mean, kind of. But for some people, it may not be A through Z. It may not be 100 out of 100, but still play it. Like, it's way different. That's what you have to care about. Like, there's three things, again. Servers, disconnects, crossplay. I would probably care about that the most because servers makes or breaks the game in terms of like crap. We got to restart the franchise game again, DC disconnect or weekend league. Oh, I missed top 100 just because of that DC or whatever. Now I have hardwired internet, Ethernet cable. That does lower your odds dramatically, but I still got one or two in the 3 months I've played weekend league with the Ethernet cable. Because I played, I mean, you guys can attest, I played March, April, May pretty competitively. And I got like 2 DCs only. So that's pretty good. I mean, I used to average like one or two a week. But if you get that hardwired internet, Ethernet cable, it really helps you out dramatically. So the whole point of this video is pretty much saying there is change. Yeah, there's not change in the servers, the gameplay as much, and that is what matters. But at least they're dramatically, and I mean that. Again, it may not be perfect, but at least they did dramatically change franchise. So it is a great game mode. We do have an online franchise on this channel. Julian's the commissioner. We have other commissioners too. So the online franchise is going to be on PS4. So make sure you buy the MVP or Dynasty edition. That way you get both the PS4 and PS5 edition. So hopefully yeah. So if you get both editions, PS4 and PS5, that means that even though you have a PS5 console, you can still play the PS4 edition, which then gives you access to the PS4 franchise. So on a parting note, hopefully I went over what matters, what doesn't matter. Again, there are some holes in the game, but it's EA. What do you expect? You can't expect the world, but you can expect differences. And I think they did give us some good differences in this game. And, there's only more to come the whole month of July for the news. Give me your thoughts. Bye, guys. Take care.